Yo, what's going on guys, Max here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be helping you guys get better at arena mode solos. With Fortnite Chapter 2 coming out a few days ago, I've started playing the game quite a bit once again, and I found out a lot about how the season really plays out, and I'm here to share the most valuable tips and tricks with you guys. So make sure you do watch the video until the very end if you want to get the best chances of doing better in arena mode. And without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. So the first few things I'm going to be talking about in today's video, you absolutely have to know how to get down, and those are going to be your mechanics, including aim, editing and building, of course. Those are the three main relevant mechanics in the game, and I don't think they are going to change anytime soon, because these have been the three main mechanics that have actually stuck with Fortnite through Chapter 1, and they are still around the same in Chapter 2. There has been an addition of a edit on release sort of setting, and I haven't really tried that out much. However, I have heard it is pretty good for controller players, so if you are a controller player out there, then you might want to give this setting a go. Also, mastering your building and editing mechanics has never been so important, and that is because there is just such limited mobility in this season, and it is very hard to disengage. So you're gonna have to take the fight even if you're at a disadvantage most of the time, and the only way you're gonna be able to take on a better opponent, or an opponent of a similar skill level in the fight, is by beating them using building and editing. Anyways, you might want to go into creative and practice your edits and builds for a couple hours every single time you come online, and you need to find the sensitivity you're comfortable with using. Another thing I like to do in creative mode before I do actually play arena mode or any type of games in Fortnite is box fights with my friends, and this helps me a lot because box fighting is pretty much the meta, and it has been the meta since around season 8, so it doesn't look like the meta is going to be changing anytime soon, because box fighting is probably the safest way to fight opponents, because you won't really get third partied as much, and I think it's here to stay, so you might want to practice that. Another really interesting thing about this season is the fact that chest spawns have been upgraded to 100%, and that makes rotations way more reliable, and you are pretty much going to get better loot way more consistently than you would have in, say, season 7 or 8. And what this means is you've got to find a really good landing spot that is quite central, because mobility is a problem, as I was saying earlier, and you've got to practice your landing for it. It is so important that your landing is just spot on this season, because that there's going to be a chest in a certain location, and a good example actually of a decent sort of location that you can land at is the place kind of near Lazy Lake. It's a little camp that has 4 chest spawns, I'm pretty sure, and it's quite good for loot. Not a lot of people come in. As you can see, the place I'm talking about is up on the screen right now, and if you know how to go to the side building, say for example just like I do here, quicker than others, that means that you're gonna get a chest, and you'll be able to pretty much outgun whoever lands in the middle or on the side buildings. Anyways, I do highly suggest you guys try this spot out. It is absolutely amazing, and if you master your landing for it, you're gonna definitely just slay out every single game and be able to carry on and never struggle with your early game basically over here. As is the case with many other spots, landing is very important this season, and it's way easier than last season from what I've found, and that is because terrain is a little more even this season, a lot more even actually. And saying that, it brings me on to the next point, which is locations on the outer edges that are a little more low-key this season are not as good. Central kind of locations are just way better, and that is because mobility is very limited this season, so you won't be able to loot up a whole lot even if you do land on the outside sort of areas. So do try to find a spot that is quite central. Another good example would be the risky reels area. I know that Tifu's been finding it quite good, so do make sure you try that spot out as well. Moving on to the next point, if you were to ask me what the best sort of tip in this video is, this would probably be the one, and it is make sure your game sense is really good, as this is the time where it's at its most, important peak ever, because disengaging, as I've said, is not really viable nowadays. So your launch pads or shockwaves will never really save you anymore because they're not in the game, and you've got to be able to pretty much take nearly every single fight. And what this means is you've got to lose a minimal amount of health in the process. Ideally you shouldn't lose any, however, that's rarely going to be the case. However, you need to be able to track your opponents in fights, and as well as that, you've just got to be very aware and take the best positions you can. Positioning is very important this season as well. What you got to be able to do is find the best sort of spaces where you can cut people off on their rotations. Find some high ground spots that you can set up on in the higher divisions, and that will certainly put you in an advantageous position. And if you do get the zone a couple times in your game, then you'll be able to put some shots in and maybe even get some snipes in, because snipers are quite common now, and they're also quite powerful because they do give you a one-shot kill if you do land the headshot, and even if you land the body shot, sometimes will that will give you the kill. Another thing that I've kind of come across with the new sort of meta in terms of weapons and explosives, and just well, I kind of gave it away there. It's basically the new grenades, and the grenade strategy is pretty spammy, if I say so myself, because grenades are super common this season, and so are rocket launchers. And explosives generally are very powerful, and they'll be able to kind of help you get the sort of starting health advantage on your opponents if you do hit them with the rocket or grenade. And it does hit for kind of large chunks of damage, so you guys absolutely need to abuse those things while they are at their peak, because I have a feeling that Epic will be capping the new grenades sort of maybe 5 or 6 compared to 10 right now. So do make sure you use that until it does get kind of patched. And finally, don't make any irrational decisions, and you should be all good. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave me a like and subscribe with notifications on to never miss another upload. I do upload tutorials and skin combo videos, and sometimes a little more hub content that you guys might want to watch to just enjoy and kind of socialize with me, because I do stream every now and then. And yeah, make sure to leave a comment down below with video suggestions that I may want to cover down the line, but any kind words would also be nice. Anyways guys, it was your boy Max, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.